his eyes are darting around the room at the moment.
Hmm.
I'll announce that to the group. Yep. He's definitely lying. I'll turn and start walking out. I killed the rest of them. Somebody else do it.
Me. Pick me.
A very helpful volunteer.
Pick the rogue. I don't want to kill him on this guy's floor. Can we take him outside and kill him?
Yeah, that'd be kind of rude.
True, it would leave a big mess.
Yeah, he's been through a lot. I don't want any bloodstains on his floor. He'll freak his wife out.
We don't know that he's married. He could be single.
He is married.
Yeah,
He
he
has
said he
kids.
left and his wife and kids were off visiting his sick sister.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
I remembered that.
Duh.
I didn't write it down, and I don't remember things. So
It's okay.
And just haven't got a clue.
I
where
drag
Stan
him
is.
up over here, away from the house.
I'm assuming that Adam cannot see anything. Oh, wait, there he is.
Where even is he?
Boom. Found him.
Oh, there he is.
I was hiding.
Just a sec. Magnus, what are you chewing on?
Don't worry about it. It's a cultist.
No.
Is she really hard to understand for you guys too, or is it just me?
It's a little muffly.
I want to try
Oh.
some.
Is this yours?
No.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, yes.
No dog. Go on.
I want to try something.
Alright, good
I
luck.
don't want to wear these headphones.
You don't have to wear them. I just want to like set them here and see if we get better audio quality.
But then I can't hear.
Oh, that's right. Because we whisper. I think if we. Click here. So,
All right, somebody say something.
Something.
Hey there.
Dang it. Okay, that's not gonna work. Never mind.
Alright, good one.
I was trying to set it so it would use her external microphone for her input, but use the speakers for output, but it would just move everything to the headset, and the headset's not very comfortable.
Oh, lame.
Sorry.
Don't knock my shit over.
Do what I want.
Keep
No.
knocking it over. I mean, yeah, stop.
We knocked over both of my drinks and I had to clean it up.
Failed my dexterity check, okay?
You're the rogue, you're the one with sleight of hand.
Alright. Back, sorry.
That sucks. I mean, woohoo!
So, we've got, do we have the guy? Oh, there he is. Were you taking him over towards the woods?
Yeah, so I'm not doing this right in front of the door.
Alright. You now have control over him. So you can just drag him to wherever you want him to be.
Boom. And do I need to roll to kill him, or?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna give you advantage because he's pretty tied up at the moment.
Right. Ba-dum-bum.
Alright. Luckily he had 2 hit points left. How would you like to do it?
I'll just slice his throat. Cut all the important parts.
Alright, quick and clean. He shudders a bit on the ground and then eventually just lies still.
Bye.
But
Cats. Quit playing with shit.
it's so
Oi.
Whatever's on the corner of this table, I'd like to knock it off onto the ground.
You would.
boom.
Ah, perfect.
Nice.
It's actually movable. I assumed it was just part of the table.
I fakes palm.
Did we search these guys? I do show a couple of investigation.
Yeah, I think we did.
Okay.
I'm pretty
I
sure
think it was
we did.
just money and weapons.
I'm good then. I think we're ready to head on to Ellensveld. Find the rotten tooth.
Oh, I think I might be an idiot.
Is this rhetorical?
No, it's just a statement of facts. Okay, don't worry about it, we'll make it work. Oh, never mind. Oh, I'm the best. Naming conventions, man. How would you like to proceed? And or what would you like to do?
How far are we from Ellensveld? I don't recall.
About 2 days' ride by horseback.
I don't see any horses.
Well, you left him at the inn.
Oh, that's right.
And you had to go back
Oh,
to
yeah.
town where the inn is. You know, you have to pass through there back to get to the town anyway.
Okay. Well, I guess we should go back to town then.
Yep, and something else to consider is we can talk to the werewolves and try to stop them from joining this group. If we can bring proof of like them making silver weapons to try to end them, it might, help us persuade them not to.
That's a good point. Where'd they say the werewolves were?
I believe it was to the north.
He said it was just outside the town of Ellensveld.
Yeah.
Like, close by. You know, close by
Okay.
to the town. Not exactly close by to where you are right now.
So we can combine that with our trip to Ellensveld then. Well, in that case, I say we head back to the nearest town where we left our mount, and then head on to Ellensveld.
Sounds good to me.
I'm good with that plan.
Alright, 3 out of 4 is not bad. Ba-da-ba-da. In short order, I assume you thank the smith for his time and sorry him for, apologize for any inconvenience he may have suffered.
And I gave him money.
Alright?
I gave him money last time. Some of the money we picked out of the dead bodies.
That's right. Good thinking. Nice and philanthropic. And he waves you off away from his forge, and you make your merry old way down to Honeyheart.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
There we go.
Alright.
Anything else you'd like to do before you just, or would you just like to get on the horse and skedaddle?
Good dude.
What time is it?
Ooh, well, you went there just about first thing in the morning, so we'll assume it's about noon by now.
I think we're probably good to travel. What do you guys think?
Yeah, just a little ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can make it part of the way back.
All right.
Alrighty. How much do we really care about traveling? Because if you guys want to go like super detailed into it, I could probably, say, we're in this place, and now we're in this place, and now we're in this place, and give you a chance to do things. Or would you just like to kind of like magically warp to wherever it is you're going?
I'm not against fast travel.
Me either.
I'd like to have to make dexterity checks to avoid potholes for the length of the travel.
Okay,
Oh,
sweet.
God.
No, I'm fine with fast travel.
Oh, really?
I was just starting to think of potholes with horses.
I like how you'd make the dexterity save apparently for your horse.
I'm very helpful.
Yeah, the horse rides on Stone and River, actually. That sucks. So you know the bad part about having the toolbar right next, or the bookmark bar right next to anything you want to click on the page.
Where are you?
Oops, I went to dicebard.com. Purveyor of fine polyhedral dice.
Nice.
Aha, perfect, and we're back. Thank God for the page back button. Okay. So it takes you several days' ride. You're able to accomplish it much more leisurely this time, seeing as you don't exactly have a super hard deadline. So, don't got to worry about the horse wearing out on you or anything like that. After a day, you find yourself back in the small village of Stony Hollow, the site of the famous mine incident of whatever year this is, that I'm not going to bother tracking, because forget that. You stay the night at the inn there. They still remember you pretty fondly, and thanks to everyone's performances and a good reputation with the townsfolk, they let you stay there for free, eat a nice hot meal. And in the morning you set off once again, and let's say by about the afternoon of the second day, you find yourself back once again in the lovely, lovely city of Ellensmount.
Very nice.
Now I'm there. Change music. Alright. So what is up on the docket?
What do you think? Find where the inn's at, scope out the inn, go there at night. Unless y'all need to do some shopping.
It's either that or we go to the werewolves first. I'm
Oh
fine
yeah,
either way.
werewolves. I kind of forget about them. Mostly because it sounds naturey.
Yeah, it is kind of against our normal thing, but we can try it out.
Ugh. Do you even know anything about werewolves?
As a cat person, I try to avoid them.
Cool.
Probably smart. So I'm sorry, I had a little bit of inconsistency in sound quality for a second there. Did you say we're going for the werewolves first or for O first?
We're trying to decide what to do first.
Got it.
One is a
Well-
thing in nature, which we all know is gross. The other is scoping out an inn in the city.
I think if we go for the werewolves first, we can talk to them about what they have learned about O, what O is trying to convince them to do, gather more information before we head into the city.
Sounds like a plan, Stan.
Even though that is in nature.
In
Ew.
nature. And we're bringing 2 cats into a werewolf colony. It's gonna be great.
Well, I mean, maybe we can just stay outside and watch
Uh-huh.
secretly.
Mm-hmm. What would happen if you guys got bit by a werewolf? You'd be like a were-cat wolf.
Would we be some sort of cat dog abomination?
I think so. Identity Crisis 2020.
Yeah, one of you would have to turn into Tom Kenny. Because, you know...
Only under a full moon.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm looking it up. What happens if a tabaxi gets bit by a werewolf?
I mean, you would contract lycanthropy. Same thing that happens to everything else.
We'd be cat people until the full moon, and then we'd be werewolves.
Yeah, just like standard werewolf.
I wanted something more exciting than that.
I'll be honest.
Yeah, seriously.
I was wondering the same thing, and I'm like, huh, that's very interesting. Let's look that up. Oh, it's boring. Well, that sucks.
Well, I did find this article. So you've been bitten by a werewolf. What to expect?
I like to think that that's an actual helpful real life source for somebody. Like, oh, thank God. I've always wanted to take precautions against becoming a werewolf.
Well, this doesn't provide you with precaution against becoming a werewolf. It just tells you what to expect once it's already happened.
Yeah, whatever, same thing.
Anyway, where were we?
Searching for werewolves.
Yep, I think we should go and look for the werewolves first, but I'm open to suggestions as well.
I think ruining the plans of the werewolf allies for O's group is a good thing.
Well, there you have it. I think we're going after werewolves.
Alright, werewolfing it up.
Before we go after werewolves, should we discuss our current armaments?
Yeah, not silvered over here.
If history is any indicator, we'll end up stabbing something.
No.
And-
Yes.
We're kind of a stabby bunch.
Even when we try not to be, we always end up stabbing.
Unfortunately so. So if we're going to end up maybe possibly stabbing werewolves, I suspect that we're going to need to invest a little bit of money into bettering our equipment. I think we can probably talk to a smith in the city about getting weapons silvered, but that's going to take time.
Well, we also don't know where the heck the werewolves even are, just a general location. So if we are going to get weapons silvered, then while that's happening, we can get more information about everything.
If only we knew a smith who could silver weapons. That would have been really handy. Perhaps if we knew one that owed us a favor.
Dad, can we retcon?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that. Like, huh, that's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's go after the werewolves.
Okay, well, we can ask around, see if we can get more information while the weapons are being silvered, and I guess worst case scenario, we can go straight to O if the weapon silvering takes too long. Well, then we wouldn't have weapons still. Damn it.
I mean, I have magic, but, you know.
Yeah. With all due respect, if you guys thought of that, not even 10 minutes in real life after you left the guy's house, I assume you would have gotten like 2 miles down the road, and someone would have been like, wait, what are we going to do once we get to the city without silvered weapons? So like, since we're all relaxed on the fast travel thing anyway, I have no problem rewinding back to, like, the silversmith and asking him for things.
It's up to you guys.
I'm also magic, but we do have you two as fighters.
Yeah. And I have more of a tendency to go stabby stab anyway, so...
Well, I don't like to... I don't want to cheat and drop the... You know... We made this decision. We have to live with it now, right?
We can live with it, yeah, and we're trying not to go in to be all stabby stabby, and honestly, going in with silver weapons might look really bad on. Like, oh, you're here to warn us about, these evil people coming at us with silver weapons. Well, I see you have silver weapons. Mm-hmm. Bad.
True. Besides, I'll just stab him twice as much if I have to.
Exactly.
It'll be fine. I say we carry on. I believe Medine is being beaten to death by midgets with hammers.
What?
Your key clicking.
Maybe
like-
I was sending a private message to DM.
Well, I mean, I wasn't speculating on that. I just assumed you were browsing the internet. We just heard
Not
it.
paying attention?
I heard it.
So yeah, I think we can pull forward. We can move forward without silver weapons. It'll put us in a tougher position if there is a fight, but hopefully there's not a fight, right? We're going to be friends with the werewolves.
Yeah. Let's
Best
try.
friend.
I
That
imagine
is
that I
true.
probably twitch a little bit while I say that.
You have beaten a lot of people to death lately.
I flex my paws. I have, yes.
Look, it's not a pattern until it happens more than 10 times. Am I right?
Maybe 12 or 17. Besides, it was all self-defense.
That is true. I'm a witness. I'll back you up in court.
So, I suppose we should start asking around about werewolves, eh?
Yeah, while we're here in town, can I go ahead and pick up my dress?
Oh, that's right.
Been a while, but But it'll be over in the shop area, so if anybody needs any, potions or anything while we're over there.
I'm fine with that.
Cause, yeah, I only have, 1 or 2 healing potions.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't hurt either.
Alright then. Then it sounds like we're going on a shopping spree.
Shopping
Shopping
montage.
Ba-la-la-la-la. Pretty sure this is it. Yeah. Yes. Alright.
I'm pretty sure.
You make your way back to the shopping kind of district that you were in previously. And commence with just too much shopping.
Is it this table down where we're at already? Is this where I bought it from?
Yeah, probably.
I thought it was the one further up on the left.
It definitely is. The one where I thought of
The one with all the hats?
2 different toys.
I don't know. I think that's where it was.
But that's a bunch of hats, and then there's shoes, and there's paintings. This person at least has clothes.
Okay, it was probably that one. What do I know?
Yeah, you don't know anything. Hey!
Hey, girl! I have no idea what this person sounded like.
I'm just checking up to see if that dress that I had commissioned is ready.
Like, oh my god, we just finished it yesterday! Let me go
Shut the
fetch
fuck
that!
up. You stop that shit.
I totally, again, I cannot be asked to remember a voice I did like 4 days ago.
Okay, you don't have to remember that voice. Let's just not do that like that.
Alright, done. In short order, they return from inside the building. Go. We have finished your dress. Here you are.
Thanks.
And I believe you already paid up front. So,
I did.
thank you very much for that. Is there anything else you require today?
Nope.
Excellent. Please recommend us to your friends.
Will do.
Alright. Now they wave you off with a smile on their face.
I put my dress in my bag like a heathen.
Good thinking.
Alright, potions. Let's go.
It looks like There's a person selling potions all the way at the top of the map.
That's what I was going to ask, if that was what that person was doing.
Yeah, it definitely is. And there's not a chance that I misremembered that.
I mean, they got bottles. It's cool. Anybody else coming, or am I just the only one shopping right now?
I'm kind of browsing, but not really picking anything up.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm not looking to spend a bunch of money right now, I don't think.
Everybody's got health potions. We're good?
I've got one.
I have one as well.
Okay. Well, I have one, but I'd like another one. So. Hey, can I get a health potion?
Well, certainly you can, miss. That'll be 10 gold pieces, please.
Alright, I hand over the gold.
Right. There you are. One standard healing potion coming right up. And she slides a bottle across the table at you.
Thanks.
You're welcome, dearie. Anything else you need?
I think that'll do it for me today.
Excellent. You have yourself a lovely afternoon.
You too. I'll walk away and see what my party's doing.
Apparently, I'm looking at shoes.
Typical.
Gotta live up to stereotypes, right?
I just bought a dress, so.
Hey, you deserve that dress.
Are we gonna have a fashion show later?
Goodness, I hope so.
Alright, new plot twist. Hold on.
Well, I'm waiting for the rest, for the big
Yeah.
reveal.
We're still holding on.
The reveal is that there's a pair of shoes on that one person's table that are just 2 blocks. Bam. What a revelation. Got him.
All right. Well, did you get your potion?
Yep.
All right. I think we're good here then. Let me ask around while we're here about the werewolves. See if anybody here knows anything. Heard any rumors?
Yeah, I assume you're asking the lady who's... Okay, never mind. And he's motoring on down elsewhere.
Yeah, I want to talk to the lady selling pictures, or the guy, whatever this is.
Alright, well, that's a dude. The description on that guy's character is man.
Got it. I'm gonna slide on over and take a look at the pictures and pretend to be interested in them. So, you have any pictures of werewolves? I'm gonna poke through the stack.
Let me see. We got one of dragon. It's about the closest we got to werewolves.
Pretty far. I heard there were some werewolves out near town here, and I was just wondering if I could find a picture of them somewhere. You heard anything about that?
Heard anything about drawing werewolves? No, not recently.
Yeah, anything about the ones outside the town?
Every town's got werewolves, man. It's like, every town's got rats, every town's got werewolves. It's best for me to not ask my clients.
Okay. Well, thanks.
Yeah, how would you like it if I come up to you, ask you if there are any tabaxi in the city?
Oh, well, I think that would be a refreshing change of pace to see someone showing some interest in my culture.
Yeah, whatever. I'd like you to show some interest in my paintings. Would you like to buy anything?
Not today. I'm gonna turn and walk off.
Cool. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Is this gonna be to tell if he flips me the bird?
It 100% is. I'm really glad he picked up on that. Oh, don't worry. He's cool.
Oh, good. I'm glad he didn't. Well, guys, that guy didn't know anything.
Should we try a bar? That's the classic place.
That is where all the best information comes from.
And it's kind of our classic place, too. Oh my gosh, are we just a sitcom?
I was just going to start
No.
singing the Cheers theme.
Well, I guess we're heading to a bar.
All right.
Look at us go.
Any particular bar you'd like to mosey on over to? Like a familiar one, one of the seedier ones, a high-class joint?
Well, we heard that they were on the northern side of the city. So I'd like to go to try a bar that's near the northern gate.
All right. Just a bar picked out at random.
Seems like the most likely place to hear about him, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, you meander north, just, checking up all the sights. And as you get nearer to the north gate, the foot traffic kind of increases, and luckily the few of you who were here previously kind of know the off the beaten path places and the on the beaten path places. And you find yourselves in a slightly dingy looking place, not too ritzy, not too squalid. It's pretty empty for the time of day. You don't get many 1 o'clock drinkers in Ellensvout, it turns out. But there's a few people and there's a bartender inside. Why am I on that? Bam. Might as well.
Ooh, right, a table close back.
I'll let you in on a secret. This is just a room that you've been in before. So I just moved you away from the table. Don't tell anybody. It's a bit of a secret.
Well, too many people in here. I think I'll go up to the bar and order a drink while I scope the place out.
Alright. Nail will cost you a silver piece, sir.
I slide one across the counter while I look around the room. Who do I see in the bar here?
You see the two, gruff bartenders behind the bar with stained aprons and, looking none too well. One of them's got a slight cough and he's sniffling a little bit. Over in the corner, there's a guy with the big trench coat who's just, hunched over a mug, muttered to himself. You see a dwarf doing much the same. And at one of the tables, you see a couple of people, a man and a woman, just talking quietly.
Okay. I lean back to the bartender. Go ahead and make that 2, would you? And I'll slide him another silver piece.
And he goes to pour you 2 mugs of ale and slides them over to you.
I will take both mugs and walk across the room over to the lone dwarf. Never known a dwarf to refuse ale. And I'll plunk the mugs down on the table and I'll slide one across to him. Hey, friend. How are you today?
I could be doing a lot worse, lad. How are you doing today?
Oh, I've got no complaints. Listen, looking for information. You can have this other ale, too, if you help me out. You heard any tales of werewolves outside the north gates?
Tales of werewolves out the north gate there. I'm not sure. I don't remember any werewolves. Perhaps if there was a hot meal in front of me, might jog my memory a bit.
I look at him slightly exasperated. The ale didn't help enough?
That's well. The ale is dessert, my friend. A man needs his meat and potatoes first. No idea what accent that was, but I'm going with it.
I wondered. I'll give a sigh and give him a slightly exasperated look as I stand up and go over to the bar. You have any food?
We raised some chickens out back. If you want one cooked, that'll be 3 silver pieces.
Here's 3 silver. Get it over here as quick as you can, please.
He just grunts at you and leaves the facility to the rear.
I'm going to walk back to the table with the dwarf, and as I walk past all my friends, I'm sure that they'll hear me mumbling under my breath, I always pay for everything. Only one with a frickin' wallet.
Literally was just thinking that.
Yep.
I walk back over and sit down with the dwarf, and I pull the second mug of ale closer to myself. Well, since I'm buying you dinner, I'm keeping this one. Your dinner's on the way. What can you tell me?
He just kind of shrugs and goes. He gives you a shrug and pauses as if to give himself more time to put on a Scottish accent. Almost.
I'll give him as much time as he needs and take a long pull of my ale while I wait.
Well, no, lad, I guess. If dinner's on the way, that's about as good as I'm going to get. You see, in all these big cities, you find all kinds of people. Migrants, skilled craftsmen, and just here and there's going to be some werewolves, you see. Maybe some of them were born into it, 2 werewolf parents gets you a werewolf. Or maybe they were just bitten, traveling here or there. And nothing you can do about it. Perhaps they didn't have the coin to cure it. But I'm
gonna kind of wave my hand, give him a hurry along gesture. I just need to know if there are any outside the north gate and where they can be found.
All right, fine. They just you didn't hear this from me, and I'm not sure what you're going to do with it. But just leave me out of whatever it is you're doing.
So far, I haven't heard anything from you.
Good. I haven't smelt any fucking food either. But, generous fellow that I am. There's about 2 miles north of town, and 1 mile to the west, there's a big clearing. Clearing, that's an L there. The Scottish accent's getting a bit in the way, it's so fucking good. There's a clearing in the swamp and through the forest and the trees and the mud. They just camp out there. So every full moon, they go way outside the city. It's not like an ordinance or nothing, but they don't want to, hurt their families. They don't want to get arrested. You know how it is. So every full moon, they go out to the clearing and, I don't know, just wait it out. Do whatever the fuck it is they're doing.
So, north of town, in the swamp, there's a clearing.
Yeah.
Saying?
About 1 mile north, and, 2 miles north, 1 mile west. Just go out the city gate, leave the road behind. It's fucking worthless. So you can travel on it for about 2 miles north, but then you just gotta go straight west into the trees, into the mud.
And you said the clearing was in a what now?
Fucking swamp. There's not much good farmland up to the north of the city. No farms or nothing. It's just untamed wilderness.
Alright, and one last favor.
Yeah.
Can you say, get out of my swamp, please? Like you're really angry.
He laughs for that a bit, and takes a really deep breath in. Get out of my swamp. And he snatches the other mug of ale from between your hands and takes a really long pull.
I'll let him have it. I'll tip a finger to him and say, as soon as the food's out, I'll send it over. Thank you, friend.
Thank you. And he, salutes you with the mug and takes another pull from it.
I'm going to go back over to my friends and relay all the information. So, there's a friend over there. After 2 silvers worth of ale and 3 silvers worth of food. Well, before 3 silvers worth of food, I guess. Let me know that there's a clearing in a swamp 2 miles north, 1 mile west, I believe, from the north gate, where the werewolves congregate.
Uh-oh, I think I heard one now.
What was that?
I just heard a dog, so I said I think I hear one now.
Oh. So, I think we know where we can find them. I know he said something about this, but I'm already forgetting because I'm a terrible person. Did he say they only go out there on a full moon or just any time at night?
They go out there just on the full moon.
Okay.
They can control the wolf instincts. most times, but on the full moon they'd like become werewolves and they would damage property and stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to Menhir and ask you. You're a magic user. Do you know when the next full moon is? Keep track of that sort of thing, right?
I do shoot my firebolts and such at the moon every night, so I probably would know.
See, I knew it.
It's like, oh yeah, it's a waxing moon right now. I don't know.
Okay, so it's getting close then.
So if they go into a frenzy that's kind of uncontrollable and that's why they go north, is that really going to be the best time to try to talk to them?
Honestly, it sounds like a terrible idea. We just want to talk to you.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
And then our horrible, horrible deaths, or, you know, transformation into werewolves, or we're cat wolves in your case.
Or we become murder hobos, and I just don't want to live with that.
Nah.
So should we try to find one of these werewolves before they turn?
Is there like a werewolf mayor? Dude, I have no idea about werewolf cult.
Is there a guild of werewolves?
Yeah! A community? Like, is there a local community center that has like werewolf meetings on Thursday night?
Werewolf
Support groups.
Remember, we're werewolves, not swearwolves.
Oh.
I wonder if they have a 12-step program. This is tough. I mean, I guess we could try to go out there and watch people go towards that area before the next full moon. Maybe try to find them later. Tough one.
Mm-hmm. Or, you know, we can always still just go right to whatever Broken Rotten Tooth Inn and start picking off letters of the
Alphabetical assassin. I like that too.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
actually, go ahead.
I was just going to say, depending on how many days it is until the full moon, or that kind of time where we want to try to meet the werewolves, we could just do the Rotten Tooth thing. Okay, and I've been thinking about it, and I think it's about a week until the next full moon.
Okay, so we've got some time.
Hmm.
Yeah, it probably would make more sense now to go after O, and that may actually give us some more clues to identify a couple of werewolves while we're dealing with him, so that may help to solve this other part of our situation as well.
Yep.
It's all pointing that direction. I like it.
Indeed.
So, I guess we're off for the Rotten Tooth.
Maybe we should wait until it's closer to, like, actual drinking time. I feel like we're a bunch of alcoholics right now.
So negative.
We'll just walk around for a minute.
I was going to ask how we were going to pass the time, and it was
Yeah.
almost guaranteed to be booze.
Well, we don't want to be totally sloshed before we go in there. Hey, you all!
Are you motherfuckers named after letters? That's how I assume drunk people talk.
Basically, we're pirates.
Okay, so we're gonna kill some time, but not drink. I don't know, what do we do with free time that's not drinking? I'm confused.
I don't know. Go run a con, make some money. Oh, wait, you're a good person. You don't do that.
Yeah,
Please.
I'm a spoil sport.
My gosh, maybe we should just go to the library and read up on werewolves. I don't know.
That actually sounds like a great idea. Library montage.
Yeah, reading is fun. Knowledge is power. Learning is great.
Alright, I'll be honest, that sounds like a very good idea that I have planned for in no way whatsoever. So if we're willing to theater of the mind this, I'm 100% willing to work with you.
That's fine.
Yeah,
think
I love
we can
theater
all
of the mind.
imagine
Let's
a
do it.
library.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
Imagination fools.
I'll at least pull you back to the city, so you're not still drinking it up. Alright, let's say, for the sake of argument, the library is over on the east side of town, among all the white buildings. Whoopsie.
Okay.
Library.
I zoomed out too far. Oh no.
How dare you? What are you doing? There we go, perfect. He's juking me out.
Best place.
It's the place I was.
I brought a horse with me.
I know, it's olden times. They've probably got like fuck.
Hitching post.
Yeah, I was going to say that, but I was taking a drink on stupid juice.
Sure you are.
Mm-hmm.
I was feasting upon my own stupidity. Alright. You ride up to the library, or walk. I don't know. I'm not the boss
I don't
here.
know. I accidentally brought the horse with me. I just was like trying to click on my character. It's like, oh hey, you got a horse too.
Oops. Whatever. It's fine. You hitch your horse as necessary, or not as necessary. And you come up to a big gleaming marble building. Very official looking. It's, one of the biggest repositories of information on the block. And you go inside and see a grand hall just filled with bookshelves, filled with books, like floor to ceiling. It's
Nice.
You see it's organized very loosely by, fiction on one side, nonfiction on the other side. Arranged very loosely alphabetically by topic.
I was gonna say we need to find a section on mythical creatures, but this is D&D and they're not mythical. So be
Fact-
theories.
Factual creature.
Actual factual creatures.
Excuse me, where's the section on zoology?
That's the word.
You find a receptionist and ask her, and she points you over towards one of the ends, over by Z, for zoology.
Ah,
Cool.
thank you.
She gives a thumbs up, because I really don't want to think of a voice for that person.
Are you sure?
I mean, I would just do my old lady voice, and, yeah.
It is a classic. Alright, but whatever. To the zoology.
Alright, anyone who's looking for a book, go ahead and roll investigation. I'm almost suspicious with how quickly you did that.
I was already over it.
Where's mine? I can't find it.
It's under skills. And then
Oh,
there it is,
look at
luckily.
you.
Aha! Oh, well, luckily. I know it's not Medine. Don't tell me. It's not Chantal. Elentia, bam, got there. Elentia
It's literally right under my investigation, dude.
it is, but I was looking at the bold word above that said Medine T.
Wow.
Shut up. So anyway, as I was saying, Elentia, so well versed in the realms of knowledge and lore and bookcraft, knows exactly where to go, and you managed to find a pretty detailed tome, specifically about lycanthropes. Not exactly werewolves, but just lycanthropes in general.
Boom.
Alright.
Here you go, friend.
And luckily, as you're skimming through it, you find the answers to most of the questions that you may have about lycanthropes.
Oh,
So, what would you like to know about lycanthropy? Like, you can just ask your questions and I'll tell it to you as if you were just reading the book. But for obvious reasons, I've not prepared a tome on lycanthropy, just in case.
Lazy DM.
Yeah, man, I don't know what to tell you. You guys might want to find somebody else.
I mean, you gotta be prepared for all situations,
Yeah, you really do. What's this?
So rude.
I'm gonna open this.
I'm gonna go find an in-world romance novel to read after this, and I expect there to be a fully written story.
Yeah, I want a vampire romance novel.
I was thinking about looking for one of those.
I'm glad three of us.
Thanks.
Look for a trashy werewolf novel.
Yes! We want the trashiest romance novel possible.
I'm not looking for that.
Elentia finds, the history of lycanthropy by some renowned author, and Plains runs out and finds a bodice ripper featuring werewolves.
That's about
So
right
bad.
for my check.
You're like, I found this great history, guys.
We can learn so much of their culture.
He's reading for a little ways. Ooh, this isn't good.
Oh no.
Oh god. Guys, I've learned their mating habits.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed.
If we want to find werewolves, we should just wear skimpy clothing.
Alright, you guys get on that.
So, questions we have about werewolves for the actual historical book. I mean, I know out of character we all know about werewolves. Because clearly
Right.
this is a topic that's been well covered in modern society, as it's something we deal with on a frequent basis.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but yeah.
Constantly.
I mean, I think we need to figure out, if there is some sort of coven that we can address, some sort of hierarchy, and if there's a safest time, obviously the full moon is kind of a sketchy time to go visit them, but should we be able to go, at a new moon? Is that cool?
I'm glad we have you along.
Yeah. Well,
Can't trust Plains for that.
This reminds me of someone I used to know who was all about books and reading and research.
That'd be a good person to have right now.
man, if only. I assume you're talking about someone from a different campaign.
Possible.
Just myself in real life.
Ah, okay.
Or, yeah,
Perfect.
that.
Yeah, or, my actual real wife. One of
Yeah,
the
I'm
other.
only sitting next to 3 bookshelves, and we have 12 more downstairs, so.
We don't have 12 more bookshelves downstairs. We have 3 more.
There's 4.
Anyway. Something about culture, groups, how they socialize with each other. Anything of that nature would be handy, I think.
Alright. You go to the section about behavioral characteristics. I thought of the word. And you read that in modern societies, or in just civilized society in general, the kind of pack mentality of werewolves and lycanthropes in general, they naturally create some kind of a hierarchy. So they often create something kind of like a workers' union for lycans, so that they can avoid persecution and continue employment and things.
Did you just say the word union?
Hey! I sure did.
I think we found our inn.
Guys.
So most.
Clipboard!
So
We're here from the union. We're here from the unions union to help you with your union.
We heard you're into unions.
We heard y'all motherfuckers be organized as shit.
We helping out.
We can provide you with spreadsheets, graphs, charts, statistics,
Buzzwords.
anything you need to support your union. From the Union of Unions.
So,
Why are you biting me? Stop it.
He's disorganized.
He's trying to prep you for the lycanthropes.
He doesn't want
This
to.
is what they're going to do, Daddy. This is what they're going to do, just like this.
okay, we officially need a Magnus familiar sidekick.
Dude. I don't know if you can handle the red tornado.
I want to handle the red tornado.
Red Tornado would love for you to handle him. He's a very
Aw. Mother.
You have to put a picture in chat now, right?
I'm working on
yes.
it. He's crawling in my lap right now.
Do it. Do it.
I got the one last night where he was being cute. Anyway, werewolves.
Not swearwolves. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So they have a union. Did we say about the moon phases, if that made a difference?
No, it's specifically on the day of the full moon. So a day before they're fine, and a day after they're fine, and anywhere in between is, fine. No real difference.
Got it.
The only big difference is on the night of the full moon.
Well,
Oh my gosh, look at that little goober.
avoid the night of the full moon.
How'd you get him to look right at the camera?
He's
my
just,
dog. He's used to it.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much. So, they have a union. Wonder where we can find their union.
Well, unfortunately, the book, it had to be published at some point, so it doesn't exactly have an up-to-date list of current werewolf unions across the map.
Maybe there's like a community board here with community meetings, and there might be something about the werewolf meetings there.
Ooh.
Werewolf activists.
Yeah.
All right, would you like to?
Balls. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, would you like to go looking for such a community outreach board?
Absolutely.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do at the library, just to make sure we're not leaving stones unturned?
Trashy vampire romance novel.
I quickly turn around.
Ugh.
Boo! Wait.
I just got that. Ugh.
Oh, I love the pause after that one.
I must have missed it.
Seemed appropriate.
He said, "Is there anything else you want to do at the library so we don't leave stones unturned?" That's why you married me.
Boo!
That's not, but you have fun with that.
Well, there's probably a bulletin board up at the front of the library, right?
It is a library, after all.
It would be either here or in front of a courthouse.
Or in some random coffee shop,
Well, I say we check the front of the library because we're already here.
Right.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. So you return the books, what need to be returned, back to their rightful shelves because you're not fucking savages. And you mosey on out of the library, and you notice the bulletin board, just, not exactly on the wall, but like a short ways away from the library. And it's got all sorts of things pinned up there, like community outreach programs for wayward adventurers, or help wanted signs, or wanted posters of various criminals and things. And tucked away in the corner, there is you see the word werewolf on one of the flyers. And it reads...
That's intriguing.
Loosely to the effect of... And I haven't planned this or anything, so, give me some leeway here. This sucks. Unfortunately, coming up with catchy slogans is not one of my specialities. Right. It says something to the effect of, "Have you, or a loved one, been stricken with lycanthropy in the near past? Are you being persecuted for just being who you are, and or being what you are, and or being where you are?" Where spelled W-E-R-E. "If you have been persecuted, come to the Were Union of Ellensvout, addressed at this place," and it just gives an address that I won't bother going into the minutia of naming conventions in the city of Ellensvout. "Come here and join up with the Were Union Where spelled without the H. You shall gain fair working conditions. You cannot be denied employment under the law. Come, all wares. There is no shame in lycanthropy, especially not here at the Ware Union of Ellensvout, here at this address. No appointment necessary. Free, yeah. You get the idea.
Well, that seems like something we should check out.
Yeah, that seems to answer our question there.
How convenient.
And I'd hate to ignore it after the DM went to all that work to put it together.
I really did. I really should have learned. They're gonna want a werewolf flyer of some kind. Really, it's my fault. I should have known better. I should have been more on top of that.
I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's one thing to make the mug fall off the table. It's another thing entirely. It's way more simple. Should have known. Werewolf. Alright, so would you like to go to such a werewolf union headquarters, as it were?
Yeah, I think it would be a good idea.
Alright, 1 out of 4 is not bad. So away.
Yeah, he speaks for us. I think that's fine.
Yeah. If we disagree, we'll speak up.
Alright.
I speak for the trees and the adventurers.
Huh.
Alright. So you follow the address to where it, follow its directions. And it takes you through some of the dingier districts of the city. And the surrounding slowly starts to get more fancy looking, more sophisticated. The houses begin to get bigger and bigger until they just like sprawl out before you. And you find yourself at the gate of a very large manor house. I had to draw this thing with not very much warning, so it doesn't actually just look like a big great box. Also, you aren't here. Oops. Come on. You really think that after, 20 weeks, I'd eventually learn to put you in places beforehand?
Eh.
I like your thinking. Let's see.
While he does this, Elizabeth, do we have anything planned for Saturday night or just Sunday this weekend?
I mean, your dad planned everything this weekend so far, so
Okay.
I prefer not to have plans Saturday night, since Saturday I'm going to be cleaning the house, and Sunday I'm going to be hosting your family.
Well, this wouldn't be planned for you. It sounds like they're doing a training thing at Fort Knox, and they need Op 4 for some British SAS guys. I'm debating.
That'd be fun.
Alright, we're at the manor house.
Alright, perfect. It's a stone structure all the way up. It looks to be at least 2 stories tall, but obviously you won't be able to tell until you're in there how many floors it contains. It's got, you see grand sweeping, palisades. It's very artfully made. You suspect not only must it have cost a fortune just to build, and it costs an arm and a leg to maintain, but it's not like a haphazardly thrown together place. The architect must have been, half the cost at least.
Top notch.
Yeah. It's also important to note there are windows up and around the building. I just had 0 time to draw this. I spent 45 minutes drawing the fence, and I'm like, well, shit, I got 15 minutes left to draw the building.
Oh, you're fine.
Oops.
Yeah, it's fine.
So, are there people, going in and out, or is there just nobody right now?
There's a few guards posted around the perimeter of the gate, and there is, in fact, just a swing-open gate that's right in the middle here that I once again did not have time to draw. So I'll do that right now. Hold on.
Oh, you're fine, really. It's okay.
Gate.
I love it.
Oh, wait, hold on. Currently closed. No, not that. No, yeah. Closed gate. Boom, perfect.
Nice.
butt cheeks gate. And there's a pair of guards on either side, like axes held out at the ready, kind of surveying the scene. But currently there's nobody walking up to or into or out of the building.
Until now, because we're here.
Until now. Until four young souls I made adventurers show up.
Unionizers, actually.
Unionizers, of course.
Of the unions.
The union's union, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, union. What's the plan? Do we bring our clipboards?
Always bring clipboards.
Do we have pamphlet?
I don't think I
need
have any
pamphlets.
We should have made business cards.
We really should have.
Can we get those made back in that market area next time?
Yeah, maybe we can go to your favorite painter.
Right.
Do you do business cards, sir?
Our group. We're not murder hobos, we promise.
Well, I guess we can use our standard tactic of come in and offer to assist with their unionizing.
I think so.
Well, there's also like a notice that you can just come in to talk to them about stuff.
Oh, we can actually just talk to them. We don't have to have a whole big elaborate lie and scheme.
I think we can try that next time. I think we can just go straight forward this time.
I mean, I got a disguise kit for next time then. We just all come in with fake mustaches.
Oh, we're not doing that. Got it.
Man, okay, I don't know what would look better with a fake mustache. The two ladies or the two cats?
Cats with mustaches, it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd just fill in my fur as white instead of black. They'd never recognize me.
Never, ever. So, let's just walk up, I guess.
Might as well.
It's as good a plan as any.
Was there a name on the notice we read?
Yes. It said to ask for a, one Lysolda Mistwell. And, tell them you were interested in joining with the Were Union of Ellensveld.
Did you say Lylona?
Lysolda.
Zola, okay.
Yeah.
Like Lysol.
Sure.
Well, now I gotta click that link. I love it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Image searching cats with mustaches proved fruitful.
That's hysterical.
Anyways, so person whose name I totally remember.
Jacob.
That's who we're looking for. Let's go.
Lysola.
Lysola. How you doing?
Francisco. That's okay.
Alright, you walk up to the gate, and the guards kind of stand further up at attention and say, "Who goes there?"
I guess I'll speak this time. Hey, we're here to talk to the werewolf group here. Yeah, we're supposed to meet Mr. Lysola.
Or Miss. That sounds feminine to me, dude.
Yeah, I have no idea. It's a human name. It's weird.
Alright then. Jim here will show you the way. Jim, And the guard on the other side goes, "Alright, right this way, please. I'll take you to her."
Told ya.
Yeah, thank you.
Right. And I've only drew one room to this place because I'm the best. But on your way there, he opens up the gate, tells his other, ushers you through. He gives a nod to his two guard buddies, and they open the door for him. And you enter the manor. And it's even more beautiful on the inside than the outside. Like, nice stone floors, not even wood. Not a speck of dust anywhere to be found. Beautiful paintings and tapestries line the wall. And eventually he takes you to the door of an office building, where I, once again, did not put your character tokens in already. So I'll do that right now. Thanks! No, you stay back. Da-ba-da. No, I did that. Who the fuck are you? Why would I put the guard in there but not you guys? I'm terrible. Bam, you're in there now. All too soon, and with zero delay because of a terrible DM. I didn't put you in there again, didn't I? Oh, I did.
I see it's in there.
Lovely. You find yourself in a well-lit office. The windows line the back and the left wall. There's a fireplace with a pretty roaring fire off to your right side with a couple of comfy armchairs strewn about. And on the opposite side is a kind of noble-looking woman dressed in very fine clothes. Looks like she's doing paperwork just at a large wooden desk that kind of dominates one side of the room. And he enters and kind of presents you guys, and he says, Lady Lysola, 4 guests, here to join the Lycan's Union of Ellensvout. And she kind of dismisses him with a wave, and he bows and heads out the room. Perfect. So the lady looks up from her paperwork and says, "So, you'd like to join the Lycanthrope Union of Ellensvout?"
Actually, we're here to talk about a little business we've heard about.
She stops writing down on her papers and slowly puts the quill down and looks at you with greater interest. "A business opportunity, you say? Well, please, continue."
Okay, well, there's kind of like a unnamed group in black and white cloaks who are trying to do some business with you, I've heard.
She just kind of grins and does the thing where she steeples her fingers and rests her chin on top. The men in black and white cloaks, you say? I'm afraid I may not have heard of them. Could you please... What does that have to do with our union?
Well, I've kind of been watching them lately, and they've been making a lot of dealings, getting a lot of silver around. And it seems as if they don't have necessarily the best intentions towards the lycanthrope community.
Well, that's a pretty harsh accusation to go throwing around. I assume you have some manner of proof on this?
We have the invoice.
Yeah, we have invoices and journals, I believe. Actually, I think I have them, so I can give her all the invoices and notes we have.
Alright. So let me go to the journal. You got the crude map, which says nothing about lycanthropes. You've got a scrawled note that said meet at the Treeside Inn, and you've got an invoice that said list of armaments needed, bring them to the usual locations for the usual transaction. And that's about it. So she takes a look over the documents and says, "Now, please forgive me for saying so, but none of these things really hold any substantial sort of proof of any illicit organization or indeed of lycanthropes, so what is it exactly that you've come to say to me?"
Now, I have a question real quick. Out of the 2 days, have I made any more discoveries about the shield I was carrying?
You were carrying a shield?
Yeah, there was a magic shield that the blacksmith was Well, the blacksmith made a normal silver shield, then the magic caster enchanted it. Have I figured anything else about that?
Okay. I'll assume that you were kind of taking steps to learn more about it on your journey over here. So...
yeah.
Alright.
I'd poke around at it.
Right. And I'll assume that over 2 days you would have had time to perform the necessary enchantments. You aren't riding super hard. So, like, at night times and on lunch breaks and stuff, you would have tried to figure out more about it. And you discover that it is a Sentinel Shield, which is a magic item in D&D, where it increases your armor class, I think, by, like, +2, in addition to a few other effects. Why would I not have written that down anywhere? Oh. I'm flipping through the DM guide furiously at the moment to tell you exactly what it is it does. One of these days I'm going to begin writing things down.
Well, you looked that up. Did
no
you guys hear about the... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
This was completely unrelated. I thought we were just waiting on him to look something up. So if you have something that's actually D&D related, please feel free.
No. Go ahead.
Did you guys hear about that Colorado trail runner that got attacked by a mountain lion?
No, whatever.
Yeah.
No.
Some guy in Colorado was off running, got attacked by a mountain lion, pummeled it with a rock, wrestled it to the ground, and choked it to death.
Oh, shit!
Good lord.
Wow.
Fucking mountain lion picked the wrong guy.
Dude, if that were me, I would have tried to run away for about 4 steps and then just given up. Like, mountain lion won this one.
I hope he drug it out of the woods. Like, if I did that, I'd want that shit stuffed.
Yeah. No, fuck
Yeah,
that.
that's the mountain lion I killed. What'd you kill it with? Bare hands?
No, fuck that, not bare hands, fucking man hands.
It was with his American right to bear arms.
Good one.
Thank you.
Sorry. Irrelevant, but fun.
Dude, also, no,
Carry
fuck
on.
that.
yeah.
I wouldn't have stuffed it, I would have eaten it. The fucking mountain lion is gonna eat me. I'm gonna turn the tables on it.
It's only fair.
Fuck you, nature. So a sentinel shield, quote, while holding this shield, you have advantage on initiative rolls and on perception checks. The shield is emblazoned with the symbol of an eye. That is the entirety of the entry for the sentinel shield.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. So it acts as a standard shield that gives you advantage on perception checks. And initiative rolls.
Handy. Anyway.
Let's see here. So, because neither of those notes really point to it, has she heard about Stony Hollow at all? I'll ask her about that.
Alright.
Because there was the mine takeover.
On an unrelated note, don't eat bananas right before you get in a D&D game.
Interesting advice.
Sorry.
I don't think I want to know.
Alright?
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that.
Alright. That's,
Hard no. Carry on.
that's probably for the best. Alright. She says, well, the Stony Hollow incident, if I recall, several of the miners, and in fact the mine itself, was part of a hostile takeover by these men in the black and white cloaks. I assume that's what you mean.
Yep.
Alright, well, I have heard of these individuals, but once again, this isn't exactly a lichen problem. I assume you could just take this to the city police.
We're kind of dealing with it ourselves too, but I'm just kind of telling you what I've heard so far. Because we haven't actually seen actual meetings go on, so just trying to do what we can.
More of it out of concern for you, from based on what we've heard and found out. We're actually going to be, I don't know, staking out, meeting one of these higher ups later. If you would have sent one of your agents with us, you're more than welcome to, but just be careful if someone with an alphabetical name, you know, singular, like O or B or Q or Z, approaches you about any sort of deal.
She kind of gets a big grin on her face and says, well, I'll be sure to keep on the lookout for any one-lettered person of interest wearing a black and white cloak. Thank you very much.
Can I insight check her?
You can. Go ahead and roll insight.
Well, guys, I'm doing great today.
Oh, you know, these fancy people up in their fancy houses. You kind of get the feeling that she's just kind of more amused by this than alerted by it.
Whatever, we tried. Screw 'em.
Yeah, like, we literally have nothing to gain from this, so, like,
Right.
if she doesn't believe us, she doesn't believe us.
I will agree
Yep.
from my chair by the warm fire.
And we did the good person thing. We tried to help out, and they don't believe us. So I'm gonna go drink.
I just
Anyways,
casually
try to
mentioned
stay
it
away
walk
from the
away. I'm like,
organization, 'cause we're
using
gonna kill
silver
most of
enchanted
them.
weapons, so good luck with that.
Can you repeat that, please?
I just casually mentioned it to her as we walk away. If you have to fight them, they're using silver enchanted weapons, so have fun with that.
Silver steel, not just silvered.
Oh, right, what she said.
Trademark. Honey Hollow
Hashtag trademark.
Blacksmith.
Hashtag honey hollow.
All rights reserved.
Okay, so if we have nothing left to discuss, then I think...
We're already walking away. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Right.
Look, we're all at the door. We're trying to get out.
Hey, Kimberly, go ahead and roll perception.
Ah.
Don't worry. She's probably too close.
I'm fine.
She's probably too close.
I don't
to
even
pull
care.
you off.
Kicking the desk, you weirdo.
Kick the desk. Well, damn. I did it again. Why would they put that right at the top of the window?
Quick, the DM's gone. We can do whatever we want. Ah! Ah!
We could do whatever we want on this 1,000 square feet of map.
I'm the DM now on this map.
Aww.
I control the map. The game is mine. And then the lady says, please have all of my money. I like how the world is mine. I control the map, and you drew a square.
We don't have very big dreams, okay?
You've been stifling our creativity for so long that we don't have dreams anymore. This is why we have to unionize against the DM.
It's come to this.
Don't
What do
give
you
us
have
any
to
ideas.
perform?
Believe that would be a mutiny.
We already tried to get equal compensation by ignoring his game. Plums.
Yeah, Plumco?
Plums Company.
It's really hard to do cursive.
Plains. Plains. I got it. I got there.
Oh, planes. Okay, got it. I read plums the first time too.
Yeah, I don't exactly practice writing at a mouse anymore.
I don't think I could do any better.
I probably could.
Also, I don't remember cursive like at all.
Just choose not to. What? Okay, back up. What? Sloan. Man, just everything in my past is coming back to haunt me. I was just about to draw it, but then I realized the natural color of my paintbrush is just the color of the wall behind you. There's nothing.
Okay. Now that that's over.
Alright.
Delete.
The guard escorts you back out of the premise and says, I hope you enjoyed your visit today. Please, come back if you have any other business with Our Lady.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He looks to his partner, and they kind of share a very nervous look as they close the gate behind you.
Is it drinking time yet?
I hope so.
Yes. The sun's just starting going down. The influx of people into the city from the surrounding farms and businesses and such. It seems the streets are becoming a bit more full with, people just getting off of work and heading for a night of merriment.
Well, that means we can go to the Rotten Tooth.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Man, I hope they have line dancing.
Alright. Just a second friendly reminder, really don't eat 2 bananas before playing D&D.
Dude, do you need to go?
No. See, here's the problem. It's not coming out the bottom. It's all coming out the top.
Oh, good lord.
I've had to mute my microphone several times to relieve myself of gas.
Why do bananas affect you that way?
Right.
I don't think I've ever had that
I
problem.
don't know. I'll be honest.
Do you regularly eat
Also,
fruits and
why did you
vegetables?
eat 2 bananas?
Okay, here's the thing. Right. I procrastinated on drawing maps and stuff, so I'm like, damn, it's Tuesday, I gotta do it today. So I, busted through it, so I skipped lunch until, an hour before we were ready to go. And I'm like, I can't do this, I gotta eat something. So I'm like, I needed something just quick so I can get back to drawing up the maps and stuff. And I'm like, what do we have around that I could just eat now? Ooh, I could microwave up these pork buns, because pork buns are delicious, and I have them in the freezer. And if you just, microwave them for 2 minutes, they're hot and ready to go and delicious and filling and quick and easy. Bam, done. Okay, but 4 pork buns, that's not going to fill me up. I need something else. Bananas! Just peel a banana and boom, it's ready to eat. So apparently 2 bananas and a pack of Trader Joe's pork buns doesn't agree with me.
Apparently.
It's like a
Apparently
magic
not.
combinations of things. Could be worse, though. At least I didn't drink milk, because I'm lactose intolerant. And that would have been...
Ooh, I hear ya.
That would not have been good. It would have been vastly worse.
I feel your pain.
Yeah. Alright.
So, I think we're headed to Rotten Tooth.
Okay. Luckily, you got directions and location from the blacksmith while you were there. Or you interrogated the guy. I'll be honest, I'm not too hung up on how it happened. But you leave the ritzy, high-class district behind, and the area starts to get worse and worse and more disheveled and in need of repair.
Yes,
And,
seedy bars.
Eventually, you're pretty much just walking through back alleys and side streets in the shady part of town, and you find yourself just at the entrance to an alleyway. And the Rotten Tooth is right on its side. That I didn't motherfucking draw you in again. One of these days, I swear.
It's okay, just play the game without us.
No.
We're not necessary for this.
We're going to unionize and find a better game anyway.
Are you not the last things that I copy and pasted?
Yeah, like Settlers of Catan.
Well. Alright. Shit, I didn't drag you over there. Come on.
Is that a man walking with a...
Yes!
Settlers of Catan, bam! Who's with me? D&D, fuck that. Who cares about werewolves?
I have a question, though. Was that a man walking with a magnifying glass?
No. And by no, I mean yes.
Because that was spot on, and I love it.
Hold on. We're making a brief pit stop outside the manor. Because Settlers of Catan is all the way on the other side of the list of maps. So that's all the way on the right side, and you guys are all the way on the left side.
Oh, I know. It's a pain in the ass trying to scroll across, and you can't click and drag, and
Yeah.
yep.
Thank God for shift scrolling. Bam! You see it just a second before you actually all appear there. Bam, nailed it. So, you can tell this is the seedy part of town because the map is very small and the buildings are close together.
Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum,
And as you approach the slight gap between the buildings where the Rotten Tooth Tavern is, you see a man with a magnifying glass, for some reason looking the wrong way. Hold on. Perfect, looking the correct way this time. He's banging on the door to the tavern and going, You cannot escape the long arm of justice. The Ellensvelt police demands that you open this door at once.
Yeah, that'll work.
Mm-hmm.
And he so intent is he upon banging the door that he doesn't seem to have heard you approach yet.
Should one of us distract him and then, like, go inside? I don't even know. Who is this host?
He's the police, so we're probably not super comfy around him, honestly.
Yeah.
You guys probably aren't go around.
Okay, good person, go!
I'm gonna walk up to him and tap him on the shoulder. Hey, you trying to find somebody in there?
He flips around in surprise. Why, yes, sir. You bet your sweet Skippy I am. If hey.
Oh, hey.
Why, Buster, you look pretty familiar. Do I know you from somewhere?
Yeah, you're the one that sent me out here to find those guys.
Ah, that's right. That's where I recognize you from. This, how'd that job go back in the mines of Stony Hollow?
Oh, we got him. We took care of it. It's all good.
Oh, so am I to assume that this group is following you over here?
Yeah. These are my friends. Kind of gestured to the group, but don't introduce them.
Right. Ah, perfect. Vic Victor, at your service. Ellensvelt Police Department. Of the fuck. I had an acronym all prepared and I fucked it up. Well, that's how life goes sometimes, I guess. When you're busy doing a 20s accent, you just forget everything else creative you were doing.
Well, I have to give you props for your 20s accent, and I rather enjoy the radio announcer tone.
That's... yeah.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, yeah, so, it's good to run into you again. Who are you looking for?
Well, we've been investigating these characters, what with the white and black cloaks. We're pretty sure they're the ones who were causing all the ruckus in the mines. We've tracked them down to this here tavern, but it seems they've skedaddled just before we were about to nab them.
I'm gonna turn and kind of look meaningfully at my friends. We were looking for the same people, Vic.
Aha, what a coincidence. I suppose great minds must think alike. Oh, it seems you've just missed them by the few hours that we did. Last night this place was busier than something that was very busy. And now there's not a soul to be found anywhere in the place.
Huh. Have you searched it?
Well, I was just a couple seconds from breaking the door down. But, we've been staking the place out for a few hours. Not a soul coming in, not a soul coming out.
Well, I think we might as well combine forces here and search it, see if we can find anything. Guys, I've did a little work with Vic before. He's a trustworthy sort. I think we can help him out here. What do you say?
Yeah, I suppose so.
I'd go along with it.
Should we help out with the door?
Yep, let's get that door for you, Vic.
Ah, excellent. Nothing like the power of teamwork. Hold on. And he, scoots a couple steps away. Ah, at your leisure.
Comes my nat 1.
Hold on.
Why would you try?
Let me determine how powerful this door is. Well, that's a shame. This may be a shady part of town, but these shady folks must be pretty up-to-date on their door technology. And it gives them...
The shady part of town is usually where you find lots of locks and bars on windows.
Yeah.
We also have 2 thieves, just kind of sitting.
Yeah. Like, hey, man.
Vic doesn't have to know that.
Just trying to cover for you. Okay, yeah.
We're,
Yeah.
locksmiths.
Distract Vic for a second.
Yeah, I hang out with a small group of locksmiths. Go for it.
They're from the Locksmiths Guild.
Sleight of hand?
Yeah. Let's see it. It's incredible.
I think I rolled a nat 20 every single time I've done this.
You rolled a nat 20 on investigation, so in fact the very previous roll that you performed was a nat 20.
Like, I'm pretty sure when I went to do the safe, I nat 20'd that shit too.
Let's see. Yes, you did.
Yep, your last sleight of hand roll was a nat 20. The one before that was an 18 for a total of 24.
And I don't think we have to go any further than that. 3's a pattern. So, essentially, what everyone else sees is everyone else blinks and the door's open.
You're welcome.
Instantaneous. Aha, well, boy howdy, I see those fellows in the mine didn't stand a ghost of a chance. Hold on, I should request that you civilians stay back while I survey the premises.
I roll my eyes.
Yeah, no, we're going into.
Well.
YOLO.
Alright, so while I'm waiting for this, I have a funny story about that. My aunt just flew into town, and I was spending some time with her, with, the rest of my family. And I don't know what I was doing, but I did a similar thing, where I'm like, what could go wrong? YOLO! And she goes, what does that mean?
Did you tell her?
Yeah, I was like, YOLO, you only live once. And she goes, I don't get it, what does that mean? Like, you only live once, so you might as well live dangerously. Okay? I'm like, look, it was very funny 4 years ago. Believe me. I was there. I'll be honest, I don't know why I didn't draw the inside of it. I don't know why I didn't make a map of the inside of this place. I'm really just batting 100 here.
I mean, it's a tavern.
It is a tavern. You know what? No, I'm too far in. I'm too invested. Come on, this won't take much longer. Boom! And now we make it like that. Haha, roll 20 for the win. Thank God for modularity. That's fine.
Oh, don't start that.
I'll start what?
It's my bedtime.
Yawning.
Yeah, but, just push the bedtime back. And that'll put all of you in there immediately. Oh, I'm fucking balling out here.
So I went through the chat log for the whole game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh my gosh.
Out of 8 times, she's got 3 nat 20s with sleight of hand. Statistically significant.
Wait. 3 out of 8? Yeah. Wait. 3 out of 7.
No, there's
28.
one explanation.
Okay, there it is. What? Oh, holy shit. What's your average roll then? 20, 20, 18, 17.
My modifier is 6, so take 6 off of each of those.
That's incredible.
I pretty much put everything in a sleight of hand.
Her average roll is 22.375.
Oh my
after
gosh.
Modifier.
I learned
So
Aladdin on
far,
the streets. Me and Aladdin were bros.
You, Aladdin, and Houdini. 3 peas in a pod.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so you bust into the tavern instantly to find that the place has been completely deserted. Like, tables have been tipped over in a panic. The strong box is devoid of any, currency. Beer's been ale spilt all over the place. You can tell people have left this place pretty recently and in quite a significant hurry.
Wonder what caused them all to clear out.
Oh. Vic,
I'd like to look for clues.
did somebody say clues?
Oh Lord.
Well, let me tell you, we've been been trying to clamp down on this place for quite a while. Try to infiltrate what these guys are doing, or what their goal is, who they've been interrogating, and so on and so forth. Unfortunately, it looks like they might have figured us out. Figured out that we were snooping around this place. If I had to guess, I'd say they just up and left shop in a hurry.
Yeah, I'd like to look around, see if I can find anything that might provide more information.
Alright. That investigation check, let's say there's... Oh, hold on. No, that's not the one. That's the one. You look behind the bar area and find that there's a safe in the back. Just opened, everything cleaned out of that as well. A few charred bits of paper outside of it, like somebody just lit them on fire to prevent, anyone finding out about them.
So whatever made them leave, they cleared out a bunch of documents too. As I pick through the tattered, burnt remnants of the documents, is there anything that looks like I could get any information off of it? Partially readable, a few words, anything?
Nah, it looks like there's just nothing left but a big pile of ash. They may have been in a hurry, but they were, unfortunately, pretty thorough.
Not even just the remnant of a page of a sparkly werewolf bodice ripper?
You can make out the receipt of the last invoice of ale that they had. Because apparently this is the one inn in medieval times that gives receipts for buying ale.
Well, obviously, how else do you manage your finances?
Yeah. I'll have to remember that every time you guys go to buy a mug of ale, you're going to get a receipt.
And I'm going to add them to my inventory.
Yeah, because you're the only one who buys anything.
Oh,
right?
Got him.
Somebody has to manage the finances around here, and clearly I'm the one spending all the money.
So what I'm hearing is Elentia and Stone are going to form a company. Stone's going to be the money man, and Elentia is going to be the locksmith. What an astute observation, DM. Oh my god, thank you guys. Thank you. I don't need the validation, but I'm always happy to receive it.
It's okay. I'm busy moving my character over each square because I'm pretending I'm jumping on each single one.
I assumed you'd be jumping from table to table.
Right.
Don't bite my nose.
Bite it.
Yeah, I'm just hopping around looking for any hidden doors or anything like that in the floor.
Ooh.
That's actually a good idea.
That's a fun idea. I'll jump around.
That's a brilliant idea. Go ahead and make an investigation check. As you continue to hop around. Ew. Well,
Maybe you'd have better luck intimidating the floor.
reveal your secrets to
I
me,
might,
floor.
Yes!
Well, unfortunately, with such a weak sauce roll, you're unable to determine the location and or status of any hidden trapdoors.
Alright, now I'm jumping to the tables.
Smart. You know what they say, the floor is lava.
Ah!
Haha!
Watch out, Elentia!
Why are we on the table?
Obviously, the floor is lava.
Oh, well then Victor over here is dying.
Well, there's no helping it, I guess.
Boy howdy, let me tell you. My feet are hotter than the great scorch of 76. Be that as it may, though, it seems these fellas have up and left town, with nary a whiff of their passing.
Did they get tipped off by you guys watching them, Vic?
Well, unfortunately, that looks to be the case. We thought we'd be discreet in these things, but apparently we weren't careful enough. Or perhaps...
No offense, dude, but you're literally walking around with a magnifying glass and a trench coat. I don't think subtle's in your language.
Who said that? Was it you? No, it wasn't you. Aha! Look here, missy. I didn't get to be an investigator for the city of Ellensvelt for nothing.
And what are the qualifications for that?
We don't exactly have time to get into it, but I assure you, I went to college. I graduated from... Their qualifications, believe me. One of these days I'll get around to telling you about them, but for right now, we gotta track these guys down.
Yeah, okay, Clouseau.
Sure. The DM may or may not know who that is. Be that as it may. Can I count on you to help me track these fellas down and bring them to the sweet, sweet justice? I was trying to make a metaphor there and I went nowhere.
Sweet Lady Justice.
Well, I think we were already after them. I kind of assumed that we were going to keep pursuing them anyway, so I suppose we could probably help out. Is there any sort of reward money being offered for these guys from the Ellensvelt PD?
Well...
That would sure help to sweeten the pot for those of us that have to handle all the expenses solo, alone, and unassisted.
Right.
I don't acknowledge that.
None of us do.
Oh, man.
Things.
Man, look at the time.
Yeah.
God.
Man, this table's really fascinating.
I think my shoe's untied. Hold on, let me get that.
My mom's calling.
Mom? I thought we were orphans.
Oh my god, your mother! Your long-lost mother!
She's a medium.
What a touching reunion this will be.
I mean, my second identity is basically as a fake medium, so it's perfect.
Mother, if you're out there, flip this guy off. Hey, she's out there.
That wasn't me, it was her spirit possessing me.
Amazing. Just like magic.
Well, I'm pretty sure
What
if
can I
these
say?
Weisenheimers could be caught and brought to justice, I'm sure the city would see fit to reward you handsomely.
Well, since we were going to chase him anyway, I think I'm down for that. The reward, obviously, is a nice touch. What do you guys say?
Good incentive. I mean, I was kind of passive-aggressively against helping since we met, that guy. But if there's money involved...
Thought that might help sway the decision a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Clouseau, what do you know about the werewolf lady whose name I totally remember?
Oh!
Solo.
Whoops. He's so excited he flipped and fell and slipped. Now, somebody said werewolves? Well, now, what an interesting point that is. We've got some... one of the few facts we were able to discern before these Weisenheimers just up and left was that they were attempting to collude with these here werewolves. I assume, as everyone is, that you're familiar with the Lycanthropes Guild of Ellensvelt.
Yeah.
Of course.
Unfortunately.
Yep. Alright, well that makes it much easier. It turns out these fellas were attempting to coerce the werewolves into working with them, or working for them, I'm not entirely sure. But the werewolves were involved, you bet your sweet Skippy. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta catch my breath, it's very difficult to keep this accent up.
You're good there, sweet Skippy.
Thank you. Alright. So, not many people know this kind of information. But every full moon, the werewolves gather at a clearing, just to the northwest of this fair city of Ellensvelt. Now there's some information for you I bet you certainly didn't know.
Cough.
Well, anyway, after this brilliant bout of detectivism, we've learned of a meeting between one of the muckety mucks up there in the organization we've been tracking and the werewolves.
Mucky mucks. Muck.
What do you want, dog?
Well, where is this meeting at?
I'm pretty sure I just told you about the clearing. That's northwest of town.
Oh, I thought. Okay, that was at the clearing. I thought you meant that the meeting was somewhere other than the clearing.
Yeah, sorry about that. The accent sometimes gets in the way of my train of thought. But you know what? By my sweet holy left shoe, I'm gonna do it anyway. But yes, that is correct. There's a meeting up here. I did this out of order. Oh, who cares? There's a meeting at their clearing. We've got we've got a lot of good intelligence that not only will one of these higher ups of this organization be there, but the head of a local werewolf guild will also be there, discussing terms, as it were.
Well, it sounds like we need to stake out that meeting then.
Mm-hmm. And may I suggest a few disguises, since they know what we look like, since we
Mustaches for all.
awesomely went traipsing on in there.
This
I
is
think
true.
it's your thing.
It is my thing!
Look, you open locks, I put on disguises. It's what we're good at.
Hey, alright. Hey, we got, our strengths, our weaknesses, and we balance each other out. It's great.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a bad thing.
Yeah.
Right? Well, in that case, I say let's get to the disguising.
Alright, montage.
DM, montage music, go!
Go!
Ba-la-la-la-la. Oh, hold on. That one probably sucks. Is this the one? Oh, okay. Alright, here we go. Here's a good one. Oh, wait.
Perfect.
I only got to use this the one time, so you know what? Yeah, repurposing it. So you're actually going to shop around for disguises.
I guess, and I also have a disguise kit that I am proficient in.
Okay. I think
I have one and I'm also proficient.
Oh my gosh.
righto.
They'll never recognize us.
So is a disguise kit good for one person or for two people?
I don't know. I don't have my player's handbook
I
right
got
now.
it for you. To the player's handbook.
Bless you?
Salute.
That was a cop.
Oh.
Okay, then
Well,
fuck
bless you
Fuck
regardless.
then.
Thanks.
I mean, bless you. Druidic focus. How dare you not reveal the information that I want? Disguise kit, perfect. Pouch of cosmetics, hair dye, and small props. Small props. Lets you create disguises
Mustaches.
that change your physical appearance. Proficiency with this kit lets you add your proficiency bonus to an ability check you make to create a visual disguise. Alright, so apparently you keep your same clothes, and you put on some sweet makeup and or props and or hair dye.
Yeah. And since my hair is very recognizable, I will be dyeing it.
Alrighty.
Oh man, I should make another avatar real quick.
To a sink. Wait a minute, we got this. We have technology. Makeover! Alright, what color do you want the hair to be? Ooh,
That's just black's fine.
okay. Draw shape. I would really prefer this if I could get that is helpful in no way whatsoever. Perfect. Okay, we're getting surgical up in this speech. Draw things. Freehand. Why is that so shit? Roll20 has really screwed me here. How am I supposed to show my artistic beauty with a thin line? Perfect. Truly, I'm the artist of this generation.
Looks good to me.
It looks beyond perfect. Unfortunately, I'm unable to
Perfect.
make you control it.
Oh, well, it's okay.
So that's pretty terrible. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to theater the mind it, which, you know, the lame way.
Right, jeez. So lame.
Didn't even have a character with all the appropriate hair dyes.
Hey, I can
I'm
make more.
disappointed. Alright. So, Elentia's... Fuck it. Chantal has changed the color of her hair from purple to black. How else is anyone else get disguised?
I'll dye my hair like a tabaxi. Like a tappy tabaxi now. So,
Alright.
something different.
Alright.
I guess I better get different clothes as well.
Boom. Alright. So I see a shopping montage in y'all's future. Oh, the clothes. Elentia's already a step ahead of you.
Hi.
Hey. Stone, how are you altering your physical appearance?
I think I'm going to just dye my hair black.
Following the trends I see.
Yeah.
So here's a question. As Tabaxi, do you just do the hair on your head? Is this like a whole body dye? Like, what are we doing?
I think I'd probably do like head and neck that can be seen through whatever clothing I'm wearing, plus like hands and feet, just anything that's exposed.
Alright. That was unusual. And Elentia, what's y'all doing?
I don't really want to dye my hair. And I've got that dress that nobody's seen. Maybe I can find a wig when we go shopping or something.
Alright. Probably shouldn't be too much of a stretch. People in D&D are vain. Just like real humans people are. I'm sure some of them are going bald and need some manner of replacement hair. Alright. So we can go shopping for that at the moment. And Vic Victor looks everyone over and says, well, alrighty. If, unfortunately, that'll be a bit suspicious if the famous Vic Victor and any of his accomplices would bust up this meeting. But seeing as they don't know any of you, or at least they're not as intimately familiar with you as they are with me and my team of crack researchers, it may be best if you head on over there and... Tell you, it's distracting. Maybe best if you head over there tonight and find out what you can find out. My office is just on the other side of the town, right next to the library. Do you know where the library is?
Yep.
Yeah, we found it.
Ah, wonderful. Just the building just to the left of it. That's the police station. Just come in. I should be there working on paperwork. And good luck with this. And I hope the investigation proves fruitful. And he gives you a small salute before just walking out of the tavern.
Alright, well, guess we have our next task. Did I miss something? What's this other character now?
I'm guessing...
Oh, I've been updating my token. Hang on.
I'm guessing that's Chantal's other character.
Oh,
There.
gotcha.
I added, actually, it's totally different now from that one. I don't know why she's so tiny, though.
That's just the gnome that you've added to your
That's
party.
been secretly following you around for the past 2 weeks.
I knew it!
I'm Chantal, the friendly gnome. I've been following you from a distance. So, are you attempting to upload a different character?
I did. If you could get rid of that one, por favor.
Okay, like...
I figure, hey, disguises.
Alright, and one's down. And your other one's here. And also tiny.
Why is she so tiny?
Oh no.
Get out of here, child. It's a bar.
Come on.
You're not my dad.
Well, I've got this. How could you? Perfect.
Hey, perfect.
Hey.
Except it's cropped badly, so... you're gonna be in between
It's
spaces
fine.
all the time. Oh, whatever.
It's fine.
It's still good.
Alright. Oh, that's fine. Just like this one. Bam.
I actually rather like this token.
I should just live a double life all the time.
Oh my gosh, it's almost like I picked the con artist straight on purpose.
What?
What?
That's crazy!
This whole time.
Alright, anything else to do here in this year tavern?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I mean, we tried to basically look everywhere we could and didn't find anything.
Yeah, these criminals are a crafty bunch. Not,
Very crafty.
Not wanting to be caught.
So, you know. I was gonna say we should just set the place on fire, but I realize I'm not that person anymore.
Are you sure, though? Like, really?
Deep in my heart, I still am.
Well, guess we're off for a clearing.
Secret meetings.
Secret meetings. Alright, do you need to shop for some clothes first? Because I remember hearing someone say something about, doing that.
Yeah, I just have like a change of clothes I have or something.
Alright.
I can pick something up on the way out.
Alright. So in short order, hair gets dyed, clothes get changed differently. Preparations have already been made. So, without any further ado, you head north, out the north gate. About 2 miles north and about 1 mile west. Into the somewhat untamed wilderness of the surrounding area surrounding Elentia. It's pretty swampy, pretty muddy. The ground seems to suck in your feet every time and threatens to pull your boots right off your feet.
That's good.
Well, you know, it gets a nice, healthy amount of rain. So obviously this is a fantasy world, far from the sun-baked, scorched plains of California.
Michigan laughs at you.
Yeah, I went with the most fantastic world I can think of, and I came up with one where it rains. And after going about a mile or so off the beaten path, you find a clearing between the trees, which I have not pasted you onto, because I'm fucking stupid. I'll do that right now. Now, anytime I try to grab all four of you, I end up grabbing Chantal exclusively, because for some reason the hitbox is so big around the character.
Mahahaha.
Yeah. Take that. Take that, DM.
I'll ruin your plans any way I can.
Oh, they're sleeping bag.
Bam.
Okay.
They are sleeping
I was
bags.
like, what kind of weird potatoes are these? I don't get it.
That was what I thought too.
Famous
It's like,
red
what's
potatoes.
this sort of strange potato field with a bunch of potatoes wearing collars?
It's the ugliest fish I've ever seen. Right. So, you find a clearing with many sleeping bags just strewn about the place. Everything around seems to be, like, tattered and beaten up and extremely dirty. Like, every sleeping bag has just rends and tears in them that I didn't draw on because fuck you, I had no time. Everything's just kind of strewn and scattered about haphazardly. there's the old remains of several fire pits, now just sodden with, nothing in them but ash and lost dreams. And there's a very, very ramshackle, just kind of a shack, hastily erected on one side, where, like, the slats don't quite fit and everything's just falling apart a little bit. But around the shack, you see two guys, pretty scruffy looking, with torn up clothes and dirty hands and feet. And you see one guy who looks pretty snazzy, pretty well armored. He's got nice shiny weapons and nice clean armor on him. And all this you can just gather while standing well back in the trees, just observing.
Alright. So there's just the three people we can see then?
Yes.
But lots of sleeping bags.
Lots of sleeping bags.
I think there's got to be more people inside, I guess, if there's that many sleeping bags out here.
That would make sense. Although it's a pretty small building, so it'd be pretty crowded in there.
Unless they're all out somewhere else. I don't know. What do you guys think? What's the plan?
Can I hand you the shield first of all, because I have no idea how to use one.
Alright, I'll take the shield. That'll give me advantage on, you said
Perception.
earlier.
Initiative.
Initiative? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll hang on to that. I'll add it to my inventory.
Alright, I encourage you to.
What was the name of it again?
It is a
Sentinel shield.
Alright, I'm gonna hang on to that. So, do we want to try and, get over there and see what's in the building? There's only 3 of them now. Or should we wait and see if more come back from somewhere?
Vic wanted us just to watch, right?
Kind of specifically, he told you that there would be a meeting here at this time, and he wanted you to find out what it is they were talking about. Like, what the purpose of the meeting is for.
So observing is fine.
Okay. Well, I guess we can stay back here then. Just wait.
Yup.
Alright. So just looking to see what happens?
Mm-hmm. Resisting the urge to stab and set things on fire, you know.
Oh, all the boring stuff, right.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
So I guess just look for a place close by we can hide easily still.
Well, luckily the trees seem to be, pretty thick right up to where the clearing is, so you find a... go ahead and give me a stealth check. Just so that throughout the night, it gives me an idea of about how quiet you guys are being. Because if you can see them, they would probably be able to see you, trees and stuff notwithstanding. And if you were to make any sudden noises or anything like that, they'd be able to hear it. But
we're in nature, probably sneezing.
He's going, ew, ew, ew.
Oh, do I have sap on me? Is there sap in my hair?
Something touched me.
Guys, I'm scared. Right, well, luckily, such a crack group of survivalists such as yourself, just silent as the night, truly. And as the twilight kind of turns later into the evening, they still have not, they haven't really changed positions. They haven't appeared to have heard you. And, hours go by. You can see through, the rickety gaps between the planks that they've turned on some kind of a light or a little lantern in the shack. And they just keep talking. Hours go by. And eventually, the DM pulls out the tokens that come out of the building. which obviously I didn't prepare ahead of time, even though I should have. Such is life. Copy you. Who else was it going to be? That's right. Jam layer. So in the meantime, enjoy Flight of the Bumblebee.
Oh, I am.
Who else? No, not you. No, perfect. Alrighty. One of these days, one of these sessions is going to go off without hitch. Mark my words.
I think that's just part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll happen. Okay, so, out of the building walks one person who you recognize, or hopefully you recognize, as the lady you talked to about the Lycanthropes Guild. She comes out along with a man who you don't recognize, wearing a fully hooded cloak, such that his face is very heavily obscured. And the left side of his cloak is white, and the right side of his cloak is black. Do you see?
We don't know anyone in black and white cloaks.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Just mocking.
Okay.
Continue.
No, that's about it. They exit the building. They give one last kind of handshake. Boom. They give one last handshake, and the lady motions to some of the people around the cabin, and they sort of go left further into the woods. And the other guy signals to his man that, like, yeah, everything's ready. And they wander off towards the east. Boop. And after a few minutes, there's nothing left of them but whispers upon the horizon.
Okay, did we want to follow one and or both of the groups?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I think we know where we can find the Lycanthropes Guild already, so we should probably follow the people with the black and white cloaks.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's good thinking.
Quietly, of course.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
So quiet.
what other way is there? Alright, so, following the black and white robe man?
Yep.
Perfect. How exactly would you like to do it? Because they appear to be heading east, which...
Quiet as possible.
Alright, so what I'm hearing is go ahead and roll me a new set of stealth checks.
I would say we should probably have Elentia out in front and the rest of us staying a little further back so that if we screw up, at least we're a little further away, but she's close enough to keep an eye on them.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Apparently just mashed my mouse button.
The meows.
The meows.
Where's the meows?
Meows.
That's right.
Oh, I'm distracted by the meows.
Meowth, where?
Very fitting.
I'm gonna find them. Gonna find the cat, I'm gonna chase him up a tree. Alrighty.
Elentia?
I'm sorry, a lot of that broke up. I can't hear half of what you guys said. What are we doing?
We're following the guy and we need a stealth check.
Oh, I'm on it.
Following him
She's got this.
stealthily. Damn. Oh, thank goodness for that. Alright. So, they make their way east, back towards the road, in the theater of the mind that we're doing here, because I don't just have an empty wilderness about that I care to switch you to and put you on. You tail behind them by a respectable distance, 100 yards or so behind them, being very careful not to, make any undue amount of noise, being very careful that they can't see you. You're able to follow them back to the main road, and from that point it gets a lot easier, because nobody's really gonna look twice at a group of people walking along a main road, main thoroughfare to and from the city. They walk into the north gate. You still got pretty good eyes on them. And they go down a bunch of side streets and traveling here and traveling there. You get the idea that they're kind of intentionally trying to throw off anybody from following them. But the crack group of thieves that you are, you pursue them up to the place where I copy and paste all of you. Which I'll do that as I'm talking, as we speak. Copy. Where am I going to put you? Perfect. Delete, delete. You track them down to an alleyway, which is in like this, roughly the same area as the Rotten Tooth Tavern. Boop. So a similar situation where it's just buildings clustered tightly together. They're in. You saw them enter that building right there, which has a guard outside of it that I'll put there shortly. Gone. My library. Well, bam! There's a guy outside just sharpening a knife. The two people you're tracking walked up to him and told him, they said something to him, and he allowed him to pass into the tavern.
Well, do you think we can try to take that guy out quietly without making any noise? Or see if we can sneak around the back, see if you can see through a window or hear anything going on? What do you guys think?
We could try bluffing our way through.
I was gonna say, we could go hit on him. I'm a bard, I haven't tried to seduce anything yet.
It's worth a shot.
Yes!
I'm not going to stop you.
I mean, you could.
What's the
Be like, no!
What's the fun in that?
I am railroading you.
I'm...
Choo-choo.
Guys, DM, we don't mind being railroaded. What? Nature? Fuck that. Going back to the tavern.
It was in character!
Well,
I don't know. What do you guys think? Bluff our way to the back. Do some roof hopping.
I'm all for you to seduce this bitch.
Of course you are.
why wouldn't we be?
Because Kimber flirting with things is the best thing.
The part I'm really looking forward to is just you getting in, the rest of us have to figure out what to do next.
Right?
No, I'm gonna lead him off, punch him, and then come back.
Solid plan.
How do you guys think I got a boyfriend? Come on!
Did you
Okay,
lure
I'm
him
coming
into
with
the
us.
dark alley and then knock him out?
Oh, goodness, do I have stories? Anyways, Oh, crud, what did I do? I don't know what I did. I did something, and my screen just fell. Anyways,
What you do that for? It's okay, it happens. You accidentally hit the bookmark. I know how it goes, don't worry. We're all friends here.
quick, back. Alright, so what, you guys want me to lead him off? You all just bust in saying this is the police, and then, I don't know.
I mean, taking out the one guy probably wouldn't hurt.
Okay, so I'll try to get him back to where you guys are kind of hiding in that alleyway, stone and play.
Where we're skulking? That sounds like a good plan.
Yes.
It's like a Three Stooges routine.
Because as you guys know, dark alleys, hot place to make out.
I've seen Spider-Man, I know how that works.
That's what I'm gonna do. Hang on. I know what I'm gonna do. Alright.
Can't wait for this.
I wish I could suspend myself from the roof, but I can't. So I just want to walk up to him and be like, hey man, you want a Spider-Man kiss?
He looks... go ahead and make a persuasion or performance. Either one. Alright. Match fed against this guy. He is 100% stone-faced.
Damn it.
Sorry, ma'am, what's the password?
I thought that was a password.
He looks extraordinarily confused. Miss, if you want entrance, you're gonna have to tell me the password.
Are you for real? Did they seriously change it or tell me the wrong one?
I hate to tell you this, it hasn't changed in, like, it changes by the season. We're in the middle of summer.
Freaking real. Alright, fine. Whatever. They're jerks. They clearly don't want my help, especially with silver things, so I'm out. Screw them. They don't get my special shield. They get...
Ma'am, I'm gonna have to ask you to please stop being belligerent.
No!
Could you at least be belligerent?
You think some...
Could you at least be belligerent somewhere else?
No, I gotta be belligerent right here. I will make a scene.
I assume we can hear this. I'm gonna poke my head out of the alley to watch what's going on.
Alright. The guy has made no move at all to do anything. He's just asked her very politely to stop. Or maybe not very politely, but he's asked her to stop.
You know what? I want to talk to her. Who's your supervisor? I want to talk to him. Because y'all are clearly incompetent.
Alright. If you want that to work, I suggest you roll an intimidation check.
I'm very
While this is ongoing, I would like to turn to Menhir and ask quietly, do you have anything that can just disable someone, or at least make them silent for a minute?
I can possibly hold him still, but he can still speak.
Okay.
Frick. Guys, things are going great, I assure you.
Don't worry, I set up a chart in my head. Yeah, he goes, ma'am, please, I'm really gonna have to ask you to stop.
Oh, really? Or what will happen? Are you gonna lay hands on me? Are you gonna assault me? Am I being detained?
No, ma'am, I think you're being very irrational about this whole experience. I'm just gonna have to ask you to leave.
Or what?
Alright, 1 minute, ma'am. He goes to the door and knocks on it in a certain rhythm. And out from the door, the door opens, and out pops another character token that I totally remembered to draw for this occasion. Yeah, this will work. Bam. A dwarf in some shiny, shiny armor steps out of the door.
I'm gonna lean over to Menhir. Do you think we should help her yet, or do you think she's got it?
We can wait. She can call for us. But I can also make her really huge, so it's really funny when she reaches out.
You can do whatever you like.
So are you casting enlarge person on her?
She can rage out, and she can go Hulk mode, and I think that'd be pretty good. At this point, I'm sticking my head out, too, just kind of watching.
Just imagine two cat heads poking out from around the corner of the wall.
Alright. Well, the dwarf who has just emerged... What is that? Why would I draw you that way? That's... Okay. My drawing didn't make sense to me, but now it makes sense. The dwarf steps out of the tavern and, hefts an axe and goes... Fuck, Scottish accent. Alright, get in character. I just had a problem out here. And he turns to his companion. And he just points over at Chantal. Where did you find this?
Yes.
Google.
Nice.
Internet. Ma'am, are you being rowdy? Do I gotta escort you off the premises?
Oh, so I am gonna get insulted. Oh, fantastic. You all are incompetent.
They just kind of look at each other. So, do we have to involve the police? Do we gotta notify the authorities? I fucked up the word authorities, but he asked if he had to involve the authorities.
I'm just really invested in seeing where this goes now.
You and me both.
Gotta wonder if they'd actually call through.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, we have a contact over there. Go ahead, call him up.
Okay then.
Fine, call Vic. He knows me. Call him right now.
The dwarf just kind of like raises an eyebrow at his companion, and the guy in the sweet green socks goes, okay. To hold down the door, I guess I'll be right back. And he just walks down the alley, looking back confusedly at Chantal for a second, and then he just keeps going on.
Bye, Felicia.
I'd like to casually walk by, as if I'm just a passers-by, and follow that man.
Alright. You see him just walking by a couple of alleyways. And, hold on. Bam, that's the one. I really didn't expect this going this way, so, yeah.
You're good. We can use theater of the mind.
Alright, well, you see him walking down until he gets to, he finds a town guard just stationed outside some of the rowdier parts of town. And, the guy has a quick conversation with the guard, pointing back down towards the alleyway. And, in short order, the guy walks back down the alleyway with the guard in tow. And, he returns with the guard. And, leads him on over, says, here's the woman that I told you about. Last time I understand this right, do you refuse to leave the premises? That's the guard.
Okay, see, technically I'm in the street right now. I'm not even in the premises because these douchebags wouldn't even let me.
Okay, well, number one.
And also, you're not Vic, who I requested by name, and I was promptly ignored.
Ma'am, we don't let just any street urchin see Investigator Vic Victor. If you...
1920s accent, magnifying glass, trench coat.
Listen, I know who that is. But I'm not gonna let you see him. I'm not gonna let you see the mayor just because you asked to see the mayor. If these two guys want you off of their property, calling it a noise complaint, I'm gonna be fired if I ignore that. So either you can leave or you're gonna be coming with me.
Well, while this is going on, can I take a check around the back of this building and see if there's any windows or other entrances?
Absolutely.
Seriously, I'm a fantastic distraction.
That's what I'm working on now.
Alright. I think the investigation check was a bit much. It's not fucking rocket science. You see no windows and no back door to the place.
Damn it. No windows, no back door.
Yeah. It's almost like people who carry out illicit operations don't like windows.
Can I get on the roof?
Oh, man. Go ahead. Oh, now we're talking. Go ahead and make an athletics check to fucking parkour rope up on that bad boy. Hey, you certainly can't. It's, you know what? It's slippery. There might be some mist going around to make the wood slippery. I don't fucking know. And, you failed to climb up on the roof on the first attempt.
Alright, I'm thinking that I wouldn't have done that right here where I am now.
Yeah, you probably would have gone around the back of the side.
Back on the back side of the building somewhere.
Yeah.
So I'd like to look around and see if anybody noticed, saw anything.
Are you wearing the sentinel shield?
Well, yeah, I've got it on.
Alright, go ahead and roll perception with advantage. Hey, congratulations! Seems there was like one kind of beggar-looking guy on the corner who looks up, saw a tabaxi try to climb up onto a roof, and then fucking fall down onto his ass. He just walks away laughing.
Ah, well, I'm not too worried about that guy. I'd like to give it another attempt, but instead of trying to haul myself up, I'm going to nimbly leap up using my acrobatics, right?
That sounds like something I was about to suggest you do.
Well, it's better.
You know what? It's a squalid building. The ceilings probably aren't very high. So you managed to parkour your way up onto the roof. Congratulations. You have now attained a height advantage.
Are there any skylights or anything up here?
I like how you see that there are no windows, and your first thought is there must be a skylight. The answer is no.
Gotta be dark as fuck in this building. Are there any vents up here?
There's a chimney that I didn't draw because, yeah, I'm not doing that. But we'll say there's a chimney on the north side, belching out a pretty hefty supply of smoke.
There's no vents, and there's no lights. And there's a chimney with a really heavy fire going. It's got to be dark and hot.
It's you did what you had to do back in the medieval times.
I have a cape. Oh, hey, that's good to know. I have a cape. I'm going to take it off and stuff it down the chimney.
Alright. I assume your intent is to block up the chimney.
Yep.
Alright. Yeah, that seems reasonable.
And then I'm quickly going to climb back down the back of the building and slip back around over here.
Alright. So the smoke seems to, pretty much stop, spewing out of the chimney. And, anyone outside can hear a few, scattered coughs here and there. While he was doing that, Chantal, and or anyone else, what would you like to have been doing in the meantime?
I'm just watching, eating my ration.
Alright. Sounds like a plan.
I got nothing, man. You're literally eating popcorn.
Yeah, I mentioned beef jerky or something like that, but yeah.
Some salted fish.
I mean, dinner and a show, right?
I am here to provide entertainment.
It's kind of your life purpose.
Here I thought the pickup line was all I needed, and then no, you fail everything.
I thought the pickup line was all you needed. Hey, let me in there. No. Shit, these guys are crafty.
Damn it. They came prepared.
Well, hopefully at this point the building is filling with smoke. That should change something. I don't know if it's for the better, but it should change something.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, will you, please either quiet down or we've got to take you in for a noise complaint.
What if I just am quiet and I sit down here? What are you going to do then? I'm not making noise, I'm just sitting.
He just, sighs and looks to the two guys who came out of the tavern, and they just kind of shrug. And, the guard goes, well, I guess if these two gentlemen don't have a complaint for me, then I'll be on my way. And you can see him look very visibly confused as he just walks back to his post.
I'm gonna mouth the words, bye, Felicia. Smile very smugly and sit right here.
The two guys just look to each other and shrug and... Alright. You want to sit out here? That's your prerogative. Alright, so you're just sitting there, if I recall correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Stone, have you come around the back yet?
I think I'm in the little nook where I'm at right now, in the corner of the building here, just kind of waiting. I'm planning on the building filling with smoke, and hopefully everyone comes out, but doesn't seem to have worked yet.
Alright. Menhir, are you doing anything besides eating a ration?
No, not really.
Alright. And Elentia, what have you been up to?
I'm just watching with the boys.
Alright. Soon enough, after a couple minutes of everyone sitting around, either literally or figuratively, the door to the tavern cracks open just a little bit, and the dwarf turns around and you hear a voice whisper something from the outside. And the door just stays very slightly open to release all the smoke that's been building up. These guys are fucking scientists. Opening a door.
Well, anybody have any other options they want to try?
Does anyone have, like, thaumaturgy or something that they can close the door? Just keep doing it.
Mage hand, door closed.
Yeah, I have mage hand. I was just seeing how far away I am right now.
No, bitch, it's staying closed!
I was gonna say, there's always Plan Z.
Set the building on fire.
Well, there's that. There's that too.
That's Plan F. I assume Plan Z is not snapping your fingers in a Z motion.
No, Plan Z was just murdering these two guys and then going inside and seeing who was available to be murdered there.
I think that's Plan M for murder.
Or Muck Duck.
What we could have it be is Plan F for figure it out later, because we're almost out of session. If you guys are willing to go over, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, we do probably need to get to bed, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think this is a good place to end it.
Alright.
Silent protest, crack door,
Yeah.
bedtime.
Having me prepare for every contingency plan.
Dude, we are the most random group, and I actually feel kind of bad.
Alright. What are they gonna do? What do I expect them to do? And then what's the total opposite of that? Let's see. They're going to go... Oh, man, I don't know. I'll have a fucking whale of a job next time. But, that was fun. I enjoyed that.
I really thought the chimney thing would work,
I
too.
think we got somewhere. I don't know what's wrong, man. These guys are like Aerosmith engineers.
Evil
or something.
geniuses.
Yeah, they're brain surgeons. Opening a door.
Hmm.
That
Well, hopefully we can sort it out next week, then.
crafty. Alright. I'll hopefully come up with a solution to the stalemate that's formed here.
Well, my next plan, since we didn't have any movement and we'd been here for a little while, was I was just going to go over and attack the two guys out front and see what happened.
Alright, I will keep that in mind.
That was my next contingency, unless someone else came up with something better.
I'm sticking with silent protest. I do not have any mage hand or anything else.
I looked down for a while and just saw what someone had created.
Well, I wanted to make sure we remembered.
Alright. Yeah, good thing, because there's no other way for us to remember things. Like, there's no video footage of this conversation taking place.
Nope. Never, ever.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out next week.
Alright.
Gotta get in there somehow.
You know what? I like your thinking. Next week. It's my favorite day of the week is tomorrow.
Tune in next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
So, at least we've got some more pieces now. We know we've got the werewolves, or the lycanthropes guild, and the people with the black and white cloaks. And Vic. We met Vic. That'll be good. You can make a note of that.
Apparently it's highly important.
Highly important.
Top of the pyramid, really.
And I insulted him.
Did you? I don't remember.
And I feel like I insult about just everyone, so...
Could you repeat exactly what you said so that I could use it against you next week?
Nope! I, in fact, complimented him! I told him his trench coat looked great!
I told him he has a beautiful fashion sense.
Yeah!
That is not stuck in the 1920s.
Not at all! They're coming back, buddy.
It's going to be the 20s soon.
It is. Oh, Lord.
It's all coming back.
Elizabeth has already said that she's going to wear period-appropriate clothing for the whole day.
I love it.
I may be planning a suffragette outfit to wear to the 100th year anniversary of the women's right to vote.
Love it.
Because that's how extra I am.
Wait, like...
It's like the perfect amount of extra right there.
Can I be a heckler? Your dad's
You and my
got
dad. My background, my dad does like historical society stuff, and they have like a little fake village. And this past summer, they had like a fake women suffragette like speech. And, you know, she's up there and she's giving her speech, and he's in the crowd in like, you know, early Victorian clothes with like the big ass top hat and like the mustache and everything. And he's like heckling this woman, and this lady in the crowd is like getting like really mad at my dad. And my dad's like, dude, you know, this is like a game, right? Like, this is fake. We're pretending. Because she was like super mad at my dad for heckling this lady.
Look, dude, you've already lost. They've got the right to
so
vote.
Funny.
You're not going to change
Right,
anything.
we're in pants, and we have the right to vote. Come on!
Yeah,
Maybe
this is
she
hysterical.
thought he goes there like each week just to do that. He dresses up special just for it.
Right, that's his thing. That she's like, it's really
Like one
obvious
day
that
to
I'm
back
like,
at women
totally
for having
good.
rights now.
Got to put on my heckling clothes for the evening. Shit, I need to wear those every day.
If I dress like I'm in the 20s, I can act like I'm in the 20s.
I'm gonna need a lot of suit. Alright, well, I'm getting off of here and going to bed. It was fun, though, and I
it was a
really
good
want to
time.
figure out what's in that building next week.
I know.
Alright, good luck. I can't wait to reveal it to you and not draw it up within the next week. Good thing I planned that far ahead. That this is not me stalling for time.
Not at all.
Yeah. It's a good thing I've got
I wouldn't believe it.
such an ironclad lock on everything that's going to happen for the next
Steel
several
trap.
sessions. My mind is like a steel,
Civ.
you know, something. One of those things. You know what I'm talking about.
Alright, I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
bye.
good night.